What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Man State of Mind podcast. Your boy Mike the God.
It's your boy Lee, aka Dreaded Jesus.
And this is your boy Jake, aka the Principal.
Word. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing today? What's good?
Man, it's been a crazy week, bro.
Crazy
week, man. We had a busy week at work, and then just found out, man. I was gonna give a shout out to my late Uncle Tony. We lost him on Friday. You know, rest in peace. One of my closest uncles, man. So I just want to say,
sorry for your loss, man.
Thanks, brothers, man. I just want to say my heart goes out to his children. You know, all of them. Like, I love all my cousins, even the ones I'm just now meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we just lost a saint. So I just want to say, sorry for your loss, and R.I.P. to him, man.
For real.
Wish him love, man. Say hi to my mama for me.
Yes, sir. Wow, man.
Yeah, respectfully, that's
Sorry,
hard,
yeah,
man.
man.
Like when you lose someone that was so impactful on who you are as a man. So
Dude, him and my grandpa. Without them two, man, I'd probably be in prison.
So he was strong influence.
He was strong
Very
influence.
Strong.
When my dad was murdered, he took the reins. Him and my grandpa kind of shaped me to what I should be.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm the man and father I am today.
Yeah.
So I got to give my hearts out to both of them.
Word.
Shit's crazy, man.
That's just crazy. And that's so important because we have so many strong male figures in our life, man.
For
You know
real.
what I mean? So
It's true.
rest in peace, man. Wow. Sorry to hear that, bro.
Thanks, brothers.
Yeah. Again. How about you, Jake? How you doing?
yeah, bro, I'm good, man. We been a good week. Nothing really popping other than work, kid life, getting through COVID. You know all that stuff.
The normal battle.
Yeah, dude. It's a battleground every week, and it's been good though, man. I have no complaints. We're doing well. Family's healthy. Friends are healthy. You gentlemen are doing good. So, just a typical week. So
Typical week.
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah.
I love it.
Word.
And the best part about it, we're here doing our thing on our Sunday.
Yes, sir. Doing our thing, man. Doing our thing on Sunday, man. Check this out. This past 2-3 days was on Thursday. Got that vaccine, yo.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got that vaccine, man. Went there. I got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. You know what I mean? I thought I was getting another different type of vaccine, but my thing was when they told me it's Johnson & Johnson, I'm like, damn, yo. I'm like, do I need to get up and leave? But I'm like, if I leave, God's he's gonna give me that COVID as soon as I walk out the door.
Yeah.
You know how that shit works?
You
So I'm like, yo, I better just get this Johnson & Johnson. I got the Johnson & Johnson, just to describe it briefly for y'all, man. Got it in my left arm. First 5 minutes was like mad intense. It was just a burn,
right?
Yeah,
I heard
deep
about
burn.
that.
It was crazy. After that, went to go get some drinks for lunch. You know what I mean? I was drinking it up a little bit, which they tell you, I guess, not to do. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. They said, I saw it on the news when I got home that night. It was like, do not drink and mix the shit. I was like, oh, whatever, fuck it. And then, dude, I woke up in the middle of the night and I was just out cold, man. Chills galore. Fever 102. So I was out that whole day, man. But I'm getting better. But as of right now, I can still feel that.
You
sting
still
in the
feel it?
arm.
The pain.
Yeah. But I'm vaccinated, man, with the one shot, one hit a quitter, man.
You know what's crazy is that
What's up?
I've heard that shot is strong, and they were outlawing it in like Colorado. They got rid of it.
Word?
Yeah, they don't do it no more. 'Cause
It's knocking people
it's
out.
knocking people out.
Yeah.
Like there's having like allergic reactions. Some people are getting sick from it.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are going back to that 2-shot. But I'm like you, man. I like to get this shit done and over with. I don't like needles, so
Yeah.
the faster you can. If you can put 4 in my arm, shit, I'll take all 4.
I feel you.
right
Okay.
then and there, because
Yeah.
I think when I get mine, I might do it on where I got days off afterwards, because
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah,
smart, man.
Yeah,
I would
'cause-
advise that.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't want that'd be rough.
Yeah, it was crazy. I couldn't believe it, man. But yeah, that's what happened to me.
That's
man.
a good feeling,
Yeah.
man. You got that vaccination, and the crazy thing about that is I also heard that J&J did they how many doses were recalled or some shit?
15 million.
Ah,
Did I get mixed up in
that,
that?
yeah, dog,
You got one of those millions.
You know what I mean? They cause
man.
major blood clots and all that. So
Ooh.
we're seeing about 30 days. So
Well, shit, keep us posted.
I got no
checking on
choice.
you.
I got no choice,
on you
man.
every
Shit,
day.
I ain't got no choice, man. But
Well, that's good, man.
shout out to y'all. Y'all be safe out there.
Hey,
Y'all be safe out there, man. For real.
For real, for real.
What we gonna jump in first, though?
Man, we're gonna jump into we had a new movie come out.
Yeah.
Cause I'm into the the monsters and shit. I love Godzilla.
Yeah.
I used to watch shit, Godzilla versus Kong. I used to watch Godzilla back in the day when it was a motherfucker in a suit, and then you had the little Asian people going like this. And then they'd be like, Godzilla! You'd be like, that motherfucker didn't say Godzilla.
Yeah.
He
Facts,
said
facts,
a full
facts.
sentence. He said
Yeah,
a full
word.
sentence. So I just want to say, if you guys watched it, like, what's your take on it?
Dude, I seen it, man. Well, shout out to you, man, because I think we're on the episode talking, and he was like, the movie's coming out, and I'm like, he was like, you watch that shit? I'm like, it has to be interesting.
Yeah, you got
that. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I checked it out, and let me tell you, man, like, shout out to Crisco and Dessert, because they got a good review on that as well, that
Most
podcast.
definitely.
But yeah, just like kind of like how they were saying, man. In the beginning, they have like it's like a bracket
Yeah.
of who they defeated and who King Kong
Ooh,
defeated, and
really?
how
That's pretty
Godzilla,
dope.
yeah,
That's
and
dope.
they were like the final two, and I was like, oh shit, this is kind of like some like I could dig it. So it kind of got me interested just from the
Okay.
jump, and dude, it was good, man. What was really, really important to me in that movie was the attention to detail.
Oh,
What I mean by that, when King Kong was like getting out the water and shit,
Mhm.
it's like his fur or whatever it is, it was all glossy and wet. I don't know, it was
It's
very detailed,
Good
yo.
CG.
Yeah, good CG.
Yeah.
It was on point, man.
Because there's some
CG
bad
was on
ones
point.
where you just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So it was beautiful.
I love the movie, man. I ain't gonna lie. And then to see the Godzilla, the robot joint.
Oh,
'Cause I know-
Mechagodzilla.
it is a real. He's real, right?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
really in the
back in
movies
the day.
back in the day.
Yeah, I remember him, man. So that was seeing him was dope, man. I was
That's
like, oh shit.
that's us humans trying to make shit on our own.
Yeah.
That's what we made. So I guess we thought Godzilla can be potentially a threat at some point. So we decided to make his the better Godzilla, which is
Word.
called Mechagodzilla.
That's what it's called. Okay.
And I ain't gonna lie, man, Godzilla was getting his ass whipped for a minute until they woke Kong back up.
Dude, that dude had the tail flying, missiles coming out of his shit. 'Cause Godzilla was running to him, you know what I'm saying? And that the robot one was like, fuck all this. And he had all that shit on coming out his shoulders and shot him up. I was
Gave
like,
him motherfucking
damn.
super- Sorry, Jake.
Oh,
We're spoiling it for you.
Oh, yeah, spoiler alert. Shit.
I didn't get a chance to see it, so now I'm hearing all the good though before I see it.
That was pretty dope. The only thing I didn't like, dog, was King Kong. He was in the water, right? The ocean. We all know monkeys can't swim, right?
Yeah.
So, that fucked me up. 'Cause I'm like, if he touches the water,
He's done.
it's over.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But because Godzilla's taking him all the way down like a mile deep, and I'm like, okay, he's dead. Like, the movie's over. Then he all comes up and shit. I'm like, how the fuck
Spits
he
out
come
hella
up?
water, and then all of a sudden he's just.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? But that fucked me up. Other than that, the movie was good, man. I just didn't understand the water shit because he can't swim, so how the fuck he get out the water? So
Yeah, that's true.
other than that,
Nigga, I still can't swim.
yeah, man, and I ain't going to. Fuck no. That's how I'm gonna
If
die.
I can't
I'm
walk
drown.
in it, I don't get in it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But Jesus walks on water, baby. What's good? That's right, it's
Yeah,
Jesus.
not this Jesus. This Jesus made out of rocks. I think I'm the land Jesus, nigga. I'm the land Jesus, boy. I
All
can't.
right.
I'm actually heavier in water. You supposed to be lighter in water?
Yeah, word.
I'm heavier in water. I don't know how the fuck that shit works.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
what
I
do they
got
call
some
that?
dense bones.
Buoyant or
It's
what?
like buoyancy
or
or
something like that. There's a negative buoyant or something like that.
Yeah,
But
Oh,
you
dude.
cannot balance yourself.
Yeah,
on
because
water,
like
period.
say you can't swim, right? But if you flip yourself up and there's somebody putting their hands underneath you,
Yeah.
they can lightly carry you above the water because
You're like a sack of
Yeah.
rocks. They can't do
when
it.
you say, oh, dude, they be like, man, you put a floaty on, relax. Nigga, I put a floaty on, relax, sunk faster. Bro. I was like, I don't know what it is.
So it leaves
man.
like a ton of bricks.
Ton of bricks,
Oh,
man.
shit.
Made out of iron or some shit.
Wow, that's wild,
know.
man. You gotta drink more water, man. Put that water in your body.
I think
nigga.
so, yeah, to
the
make more
water.
buoyancy.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It was
That's just
75%
crazy.
water or some shit.
I'm
Hey,
like,
speaking of
fuck
that, you probably wouldn't do no swimming, but you had a little adventure this weekend, right?
Oh, I went to Lava Hot Springs.
Yeah.
Nobody told me that shit was hot. Like,
It's
I'm
in the
used
name,
to-
dog. Come on,
I'm-
lava hot springs.
I'm used to warm though. Like, see me,
Oh,
I'm
sure.
thinking, all right, I'm about to jump in some shit that's 80 degrees,
Yeah.
85. I could deal with that.
Mhm.
Man, that shit was 103.
Woo.
The dude, and I know it too, because the dude
103?
103,
I like
Damn.
103 degrees. The dude was like, hey, get in fast. And I was like, nah, I ain't about to jump in fast. Because,
Wow.
you throw, I was like, nah, I don't know, man. Because I was taught if you throw a turtle in hot water, he would try to climb out fast. But if you boil him slow,
Yeah.
he would chill. So in my mind, I'm thinking cooking, nigga. I'm like, Nah, because if you throw a motherfucking like octopus or something in hot water, nigga, that motherfucker be like, oh no, nigga, this ain't cool.
Word.
But if you start them in cold and then grab, so I had that mindset. So I got in slow at first. Oh, that shit was burning.
Yeah.
I was getting goosebumps,
Ooh.
and it was the wrong type of goosebumps. And I sat in that bitch, and I was just like, yeah, I can't do this. I drove 2 hours to be in this bitch for 10 minutes.
Hey yo, don't they have like a lazy river or some shit? Or it's closed?
They do. It's. I don't know if it's open or not because I didn't see no people.
Oh, it's closed then.
Yeah, I didn't see no people getting no tubings. Like, cause
Oh,
they
yeah,
have all the
hella
tubing
tubing.
stations everywhere.
Yeah.
But there was nobody doing it, and
Fuck,
maybe
that's what I
because the
do.
water was too cold. But you know, because it's still spring, still kind of
why?
snow.
Because that's not part of the hot spring.
No.
No, it's
Oh,
not. It's
my
separate.
bad,
It's
my
totally
bad,
separate.
okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope though. I went and walked it because you know that town's so small. You
Yes,
can
it
walk.
is.
So I walked it. I was like, damn. So you float down the river on your tube, and then you gotta walk back.
Yeah. Back. You gotta
Like,
walk
okay.
all the way back with the tube, like on your back.
On
You
your
gotta
back?
carry
How long
that
of
shit.
a walk?
I don't know.
Long enough for me to be like
half a mile.
half a
maybe?
mile.
No.
Like, at least
And
put
I'm
some
carrying
snow.
all the kids' tubes and shit. I'm like, it's like, oh, motherfucker. Walking up a mountain with the motherfuckers, man.
God
What
damn.
thing dads do in this
I
motherfucker?
know.
Oh man, I could. I got at least
Gotta
put some
take care of
scooters on
those
that bitch or
kids.
something.
Got to.
At least put them downtown Salt Lake scooters on that bitch.
Yeah.
Something, dog. Because I was looking, I was like, man, I don't know. But I'm gonna do it this summer though.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure I go this summer and I'm gonna do it
Do that
because
lazy
it'd be a
river.
great, it'd be
Dude,
a great
I did it,
experience.
and I hate water, so you'll be
So
fine.
I'll be cool.
Yes, man. You don't trip, man. Please.
So
How
dude,
was that weather though? Besides that, was the weather nice out there?
it was like 58 degrees.
Probably a little
Slight
still too
breeze.
cold.
It was like false advertisement where the sun is out and you're like,
Yeah.
damn.
I hate
It's
those
nice
days,
out there,
man.
so you like, man, I'm gonna put on my tank top, go out there, and you just like, nope.
Well,
Let me go get my sweater, and then the sweater's too hot, so you like, fuck.
Yeah, they're
Like,
like, yeah, you're trying to find that happy
In that
medium.
middle.
that happy
Yeah.
middle. So
Word.
I'm like, it was a good experience. It was fun. I had the food up there is. I'm sorry, the food up there was mad nasty.
Yo, what the fuck you have, son? Where'd you go? Hey, yo, what
First-
restaurant you go to?
So first, I didn't eat no restaurant. No, yeah, I did. I went to like some blue bar, some blue something bar. It was like it's right. So if you,
Yo. Okay. Well,
Is that the Blue Star?
it
Blue
might be
Star?
the Blue Star Bar or something like
Or
that.
Blue Star Saloon? Or I don't know. I heard
Yeah,
something.
It's where they have karaoke.
Mm.
They had karaoke, and I had a turkey. You know, normally you can't fuck up a turkey sandwich. You cannot. It's if you fuck up a turkey sandwich, you did it on purpose.
All right.
So I got a grilled cheese turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
The cheese was like that McDonald's melted, nigga, where you just like, damn, nigga, they just throw a cold cheese at the last minute.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? And then I started biting into it, and the meat was cold.
Oh,
I was just like,
man.
dude, a nigga gotta go back there and make his own sandwich.
Yeah.
Could I go microwave this bitch? Is there a microwave in there?
Yeah,
I
you
actually
reheat the shit.
Yeah, reheat this shit for me.
Something.
And I was sitting there thinking, like, man, if I ever open a restaurant out here, I'll fucking kill it.
Oh,
yeah.
Lord,
Kill
have
it.
mercy, man.
Don't even get me talking about the breakfast at the inn. They brought me that breakfast. That shit looked sad.
They did.
Oh, it was sad.
Just wait.
It was fucked up because everybody's sitting around each other, and then everybody's looking at everybody, and nobody wants to talk shit because there's older ladies making it. So we're like, so I'm sitting there looking at it. I'm sitting there poking at it, and then a lady finally says, "Well, at least the toast is good," and I just bust out fucking laughing.
Fuck that up, huh? Fuck that up.
Oh, it was bad because everybody was waiting for the women to kind of be away,
Yeah.
so we can one at a time go throw our shit away in the trash.
Oh, yeah,
it
the
was-
okie doke
it was
joint.
that bad.
It was that
Okey-doke
bad.
joint.
We had to go to the Chuck Wagon.
Okay.
That was actually pretty good. I had
Maybe that's where I went.
the Chuck Wagon right there on Main. It's like right there on that Main Street.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
nice.
think that's where I went, dog.
I had
What'd you get
a
there?
taco omelet.
Okay.
First time I ever had a taco omelet.
Never
That shit
heard
was
of that.
delicious, dude.
Okay.
I ate
That's
that
a change,
big
though.
ass pancake and a scone.
Yo, didn't you go there one time? No, he never.
I
went
never,
there.
I never been to
no,
Lava Hot,
no, he
man.
never
That's,
been
I gotta
there.
make that.
I
trip.
tell you, if you go in there for the hot springs, go dead ass winter, dog. Because I think that's what it probably feels the best. It's
Okay.
dead ass winter.
Yeah.
And don't stay in no hotels. Get you a cabin. Just pay the extra $100, get you a cabin. There's one actually.
Oh, they
out there
got
that's
that
a spot.
B&B bullshit, don't they?
Yeah.
I might probably
Airbnb?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that next time.
Okay.
Cause that inn,
It ain't happening.
They're talking about haunted room 13 and shit. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I ain't trying to bring nothing back with me, dog.
Word.
I'm good.
Alright, cool.
That was my weekend, man.
Alright, sound like
That was
fun,
it.
man.
It was cool. You know, it was a cool little weekend. I enjoyed it.
Good.
Good to get away.
We all need that.
Yeah, we all need that time away, man, from just everything. So I need that.
For real.
So, you guys ready to jump in these topics?
Yeah, man. Let's get this gun law situated. What's good, man?
Biden.
What Biden doing? Because I'm trying to figure this shit out a little bit. What's good?
Biden, man, he's trying to get it to the point where, you know, people can't have like AR-15s, like certain guns. He's trying to ban certain guns because of the killings that's going on.
Okay.
And then he's trying to make it to where, like Jake was saying, like to make it to where the gun makers are not liable, right? Not liable for what's happening with the killings, because it's kind of like tobacco, you know, because like tobacco gives you cancer over time.
Yeah.
So it's like suing a tobacco company.
But they put a label on their shit, right?
Yeah. Well, on the gun, I don't know.
Yeah, the guns don't put labels on this shit.
No, there's no labels on the gun. At least tobacco, they'll say, you know, can cause cancer because
But the match, when you do the little fire, what the fuck you call it? To smoke your cigarette? Fuck is it? Lighter? Lighter. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. It got a little warning on it.
Warning on it, yeah.
So the guns people are like, yo, fuck the warning.
Be honest with you, thinking about that, it comes with a manual, but motherfuckers don't be reading the manual, so I've never seen a...
Yeah, it just popped me up because you're talking about smoking. I'm like, how do smokers, how do the companies get away with it? They got that warning on the package.
Yeah.
Okay.
It warns you that, you know, this may cause cancer over a period of time.
Yeah, they telling you.
Because even after every smoke commercial, there's a fucking cancer commercial right after.
Yeah.
You notice that?
They tag each other. Yeah.
And I ain't talking.
Shit! And then so I'm fucking getting like, what the fuck you doing?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
With the hole in their throat.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, could cause cancer, could kill you. You know what I'm saying? So they warn you at least.
Okay.
With these guns, though, like I went out and bought my gun, and nobody ever said anything like, "Oh man, like if you do this, you're gonna kill a person." You know, they don't say shit. But there's training. You know,
shouldn't that be mandatory?
Should be mandatory training with guns.
Right. Yeah, man, like my position on it, dude, is like there needs to be some sort of reform with how to educate for accountability reasons. So the liability thing is a difficult thing to tackle, but I think Biden's come out and said that that's his number one. He's emphasizing that number one out of all of these. And he's getting a lot of feedback saying that he needs to take executive action and do much more. But I don't know, man. This is a tough subject, dog. Like I don't know how. I just don't.
What's tough about it? Like,
well, there's so many Americans that stand solely by their Second Amendment right, which I respect. I respect.
Yeah.
But there needs to be a responsibility and an education behind it that we do not have currently, and how we go about getting that.
How about we put it in schools? Like we start kids early. We start teaching them.
That's
one. You know, start showing them like, all right, this is a gun.
Yeah.
Let's see what type of violence it can cause if you decide to pull that trigger with somebody else on the other side of it.
Put it in school, man.
And then in high school, let's say high school, like maybe juniors, seniors, they should be. A lot of people probably won't like this, but I would like for schools to have like maybe
go out
a place.
Shooting.
Yeah, go out shooting. Go out shooting with your students.
They doing it now, man.
Yeah, just have a bunch of people around.
Word.
Make sure it's safe. Make sure everybody's separated.
I have no problem with that.
Like so that way a kid can actually learn how to hold a gun.
Yeah.
Because you're taught to never point at anybody or anything unless you're about to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
And you're taught to keep your finger off the trigger. Keep the safety on.
Yeah.
And then, like me, with a gun, I keep a bullet out the chamber. Mm-hmm. There's no reason for me to have a bullet in the chamber. Mm-hmm. Because that can cause a lot of problems. Say if your kid sees your safety, takes it off, bullet in the chamber. They don't know.
Yeah.
And they pull it, shoot. We've seen a bunch of these accidents happening where the kid is killing their brother, their sister by accident playing with guns. Like we need to teach our kids. If we could teach our kids about sex in elementary and about the birds and the bees and all this shit, and we could teach them about religion and sex and gay, straight. If we could teach them all this shit, we could teach them how to use a gun.
Yeah.
I don't see the issue about that.
I
So you guys have an
I
issue
like
with
that.
that being in school?
Nope.
No,
Not at
and
all.
I think
I like that.
I think even a lot of those Second Amendment supporters would agree with that. But so that only tackles one side of the issue though,
What's
because
the other side?
because that tackles the side of the incidents that are happening that are accidents.
Yeah.
Because you're giving individuals education about
Okay.
how to utilize and use a gun as a tool, as a resource, so how to prevent accidents. But what do we do for all of those incidents that are happening out there that aren't accidents?
So we're talking about the mass shootings.
Yeah. So we're talking
They
about
got
the mass
serial
shootings.
numbers on the guns? They got serial numbers on the guns?
Yeah,
Yeah, every
They're-
gun
They
has a
should.
serial number.
It's all tied to a serial number.
Alright, check this out. Now, it's extreme, but this vaccine shit's extreme, so fuck
Right.
it.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, check this out. Now, this serial number's in a database, right?
Mm-hmm.
For real.
They gotta start a course. I don't know, government starts some type of course, safety gun course. And if you have a gun that's registered, you gotta bring that gun to some fucking class and get it registered to say that I did go through a safety course.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that should be part of the in fact the purchasing program, and there's a lot of debate about that. Like when you
Oh.
purchase a gun,
Okay.
they need to have a background check, but there's a debate about there needs to be more education
Yeah,
about it once you purchase it.
yeah.
But then that still doesn't prevent a lot of these individuals that have mental diseases that aren't known about. Like that one that happened
Okay.
just recently in Colorado.
I like that.
He hadn't had any psychological background where there was any indication that he had any psych issues.
Mm-hmm.
But when you talk to the people closest to him, they all said he would have these fits of rage, these occasional fits of rage. And he's able to purchase a gun, go out to a gun store and buy a gun at any given moment.
Yeah.
Because there's no, within his background check, what they're
Everything's
checking,
clean.
there's no psychological check in that.
Yeah.
No.
And again,
See,
this is where the difficulty comes: is how do you do that? How do you check someone's psychological background check unless the process in which that happens, they go further into the individual's life, evaluate. But could you imagine how difficult that would end up being?
You can't.
It'll be a long process.
It would.
It'll
Oh
be-
man, just putting all those pieces together of finding. I mean, the background check would have to take weeks in order to do all that stuff. You can't just pull up that information.
They gotta go through your social media, everything.
Or
I mean,
something. They
yeah,
gotta,
something.
they fought, and I don't
They
know,
do,
man.
but-
Like, I'm all for it because we can't be putting guns in people's hands that are like that. But again, I don't want to infringe on anyone's rights to say that you cannot have and own a gun.
that's what it's coming.
It's like so to me, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know, and I
See-
need someone that's smarter than me to maybe give me some more ideas. And I don't know. That's
What about like a lie detector test or something, or some
heard-
type of evaluation at the gun store?
Okay.
something.
Something where they're just like, okay, pull up.
Shouldn't
Like
take
I know we're not supposed to do this, but like pull up your social media. Allow us to see your Facebook, because a lot of these motherfuckers they'll have Facebook pics with their holding up AR-15s,
Yeah.
holding up like throwing all these the signs of like, all right, this motherfucker might not need to be.
Yeah,
holding
maybe it
the
needs
gun.
to be that way. Maybe it needs to go through a very extensive background check like that, man.
And I would rather
Lie detector and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
And then I would say too, if you got guns that aren't registered, you have a certain amount of time to go get those guns registered, or they become illegal after that. Because there's a lot of guns that are held illegally, especially if you're buying off of somebody else off the street,
Yeah.
where there's no link to it. Like when I had a shotgun and I sold it. I had to do extensive to sell that gun. I had to go through a website where that person had to do a background check.
Right.
Damn.
And then I had to do a background check,
Yeah,
and then
didn't you have to transfer to an FFL?
yeah,
Yeah.
FFL, and then I had
Yeah.
to transfer the registration of my gun to this person.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. That was an extensive, but it doesn't stop the fact that people are buying guns illegally.
Right.
Like that, we won't be able to ever fix that
yeah,
problem.
figure that
That's
shit
like
out.
cocaine and drugs coming in
Yeah.
the U.S. Guns are always getting pushed in and out of the U.S.
Yeah.
So that is just going to be more restraints on our borders.
Word.
But that's deep. That's some shit that we've been fighting for
Forever.
forever. So
Yeah, I don't think you can fix it.
yeah, that's uncontrollable.
Yeah. Fuck it.
We can only fight our controllables.
Right.
And I would say just register every single gun. Like maybe every officer needs to be able to go to a house and be like, hey, how many guns you got in the house? are these registered? And if a person's gonna slip and be like, hey, I got 4, but in here it says you got 2 registered guns.
Yeah.
So what are these 2 other guns in your house?
It's like invading.
It's invading privacy,
Yeah,
but
something like that.
it's, this is probably a little bit off subject, but on subject. But remember, we had our last show, and we talked about the guy in the Asian parlor.
Yeah.
Nigga, you was kind of right. I was reading about it, and I was sitting there laughing to myself because I was reading what happened and why he did it. He didn't do it because of a relationship, but he did it because they were sexual objects.
Yeah.
And he didn't like sexual.
Oh, some religion shit?
I don't know.
No.
It was weird because they were going into his mind. It had he was a customer at like 2 of them or something.
He was rolling on them.
He was rolling on them.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think something in his mind made him like hate women, and they killed him because they were sexual objects.
Right.
And I was sitting there reading, and I was like, Money was kind of right. I was like, to a certain extent, but that's why he did it.
Damn.
And I'm sitting there like, okay, so I'm thinking there's really some fucked up people out there.
Yeah, there is, man.
And the scarier ones are the ones where, like, we could be in our daily life, man.
Oh, yeah.
We could be right next to him every day.
Yeah, dog.
Like,
man,
that nigga Frank is,
yeah.
he legit.
I know.
And then all of a sudden you see Frank on TV 2 weeks later, like, damn, he ain't show me no signs.
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, even that, I don't know how many years ago that was, a couple years back. Remember that Stephen P, I don't know his last name, but that mass shooting in Vegas.
Yeah.
Hey, so and again, I haven't done all my research, so for those listeners, hear me out, because I'm not saying I know, but what I am saying is, from what I hear, other than some specific family members claiming that he was a little bit off, he didn't have a severe mental issue background either, right?
Yeah.
And that was one of the worst mass shootings on U.S. territory ever.
So we talking about the one where it was a country.
No, where he
concert?
was out. Yeah, the country concert when he was popping them off at. So
that bump stopper, and it was just like da, 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 da. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
For these individuals that do have those issues but are untraceable because the way they've lived and their behaviors don't show any of that, how do we ever prevent that, man? But like you guys said, we do what we can with our controllables, and those other things, man, by the grace of God, hopefully they don't happen. And I don't know, man. One thing I am going to ask of you listeners, we know there's some good gun advocates out there, pros and cons. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear what y'all have to say, what your thoughts and feelings are, because this is a touchy subject.
Oh, it is.
And we're just scratching the surface here, and by no means are we sided one way or the other. At least I'm not. But I'd like someone that's really in that space to kind of give us some information. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, please do, because I'm all for having guns.
Yeah.
Like, I think
I'm a gun owner, and I'm a proud gun owner.
Yeah,
I don't think
same
those rights need to be taken away. But I'm also, like what you were saying is, I'm okay with some sort of reform in order to make, our society a little bit safer in any way that we can.
So do we just say fuck guns and abolish them all?
No.
And burn them?
Nah, we don't want to be like what was that
Sweden or
over there,
something?
fucking England or some shit?
Yeah. Why not? Why we don't want to do that? What's up? What's going on?
Motherfuckers getting shanked.
What happened?
They'll find a way to kill you.
Oh yeah, but you can't stab 40 people, can you?
No, you can't. You get your ass whipped by the time you get to number 3.
But name like 2 negatives of not having guns no more?
The 2 negatives of not having
Yeah. What's going on?
You can't hunt.
Hunting.
But then, if
you gotta be fucking kidding me, dog. Let's keep it going with this shit, I guess. I don't know. I swear. Oh, hold up. See what I'm saying, man? You see what the fuck I'm saying, dog?
You had like an update?
Fuck. Yeah, I don't know.